Welcome back, guys. So today we had an L. Okay, we took one L. I didn't take the second trade because I was really not feeling like taking a second trade because I was pretty down after that first L. But yeah, it is what it is. You gotta take L's sometimes, you know. Pretty much. Apart from that, we're gonna do a little bit more backtesting, right? I don't think backtesting itself is gonna really make you profitable. It's more of like the real approach you have towards the markets, right? So I'm going to mark the swing high and the swing low, swing high and the swing low of this current price action leg. You can see that this is the 4 hour, and yeah, this is the current dealing range. If you guys can see that, this is the swing high, of course, right here, and you can see that this is the swing low. Okay, so if we flip this around, you can pretty much see that this is 0.31. Okay, so pretty much we're in extreme premium right now. So do I want to look for any shorts? No, I don't. Okay. Pretty much if I go to the 4 hour and let's look for any significant spots of interest, isn't it? You can see that this is pretty much headed downwards, right? Yeah, so as you guys can see, if I clear everything here, you can see that this is the order block right here. This is the order block. You can see the tap into the order block, and you can see the spiral downwards towards this society draw right here. Okay, cool. So now you can see that this is the same scenario here. You tap back to this order block right here, and then you just like sell off, right? Even though this is not the best order block, right? This is not a really good order block because this is in the middle of nowhere, right? In the middle of nowhere. Plus, this is the strong high, right? There's a lot of distance in between, and plus there's no like if this was a valid order block, this should have taken out the previous candle's high, right? But this didn't do that and do any of that, so it's like in the middle of nowhere. So technically I would consider this as like a fair value gap entry, where it just basically takes out the smart money trap in the fair value gap, because this is the first step, market structure shift. Smart money trap takes out, and then like if you short the market even right here, and you just like look for this, and then you go for one of these, then yes, you can still make this trade play out just like that. But I wouldn't really trade something so risky, right? So yeah, that's pretty much as far as right now. But what needs to align is the fact that this right here, right? So we know for a fact that we're bearish, right? So you don't want to be bullish if you don't see a change in state of delivery, right? So as you guys can see, we have a bit of a change in state of delivery, but we don't really have any internal range liquidity, which tells me that this is gonna go ahead directly downwards. See? So now we still don't see any internal range liquidity. Okay, so now we have an impulse wave, a change in state of delivery. Now if we see a pullback, okay, if we see a pullback to anywhere, so we still have this huge imbalance, of course, right? But then we have this imbalance, and we also have this imbalance, which is tapped into at this point. But here's the thing, right? This is a good order block right here, but this is the real candle, okay? So this is the good order block. As you guys can see, there's a small internal liquidity gap, and there's also the previous candle's low taken out by this, okay? So what I'm expecting price to do is use this as a good demand level. But at the same time, you can see that this candle right here, this one, the specific one that I'm pointing over, it took out the previous candle's low, but this one is holding. So therefore, if I long the market from right here, put my stops below this low, and take it up to the 0.5 of this dealing range, it will go and hit. Oops. Seems like we had a bad trade. It's okay. So in the current dealing range, okay, let me just revise this a bit. So let's go out to the 4 hour, and let's look at the current dealing range, right? So we are in extreme premium right now. If you guys take this whole range as a whole, we're in extreme premium. So what I gotta do, give me a second, guys. Let me go back to NQ. So as you guys can see, it's pretty messy right now, so I'm just gonna go to like this spot, which is relatively less messy. So as you guys can see, we're bearish, right? We've been bearish, and then now we've changed the state of delivery, right? So you guys can see that this is not really a valid order block because it didn't take out the previous candle's low. So therefore, I'm not planning on using this as an order block, right? Even though there's a gap here, right? Maybe internal range liquidity, but in terms of internal range liquidity, it could be either this one or this one. So we can't really count on that. So what I would count on though is this order block. You know why? Because it took out the low. This took out the low. This took out the low of this candle right here. So this is a good level. This is a good level of demand, right? But again, the bias is bullish still. Okay. So then next we have these candles right here. Okay, so this whole area right here is a point of interest right here. Okay, because this candle didn't take out the previous candle's high, therefore this is not really an order block. But this is the only order block that's this is the only candle before this huge internal range liquidity, right? This fair value gap. So basically, you see this right here. This is the candle that took out this candle's high. So therefore, this is the manipulation candle. So this area is considerably a area of interest. So let's see what price does. Let's play this out. So as you can see, it goes there. Okay. So do we see a change in state of delivery? Let's see. No, not yet. Not yet. If we see this low being broken, then that's a change in state of delivery. No, we don't see any change in state of delivery. In fact, it's bullish, right? So you see, there's another order block here. So let's mark this whole area, right, as a considerable level. So now if we drop down here, you see this tap, okay? We see this change in state of delivery. Do we see a real change in state of delivery? No, we don't. We see a pullback. Now this pullback right here, once we see this rejection of price, then we can take it towards this strong liquidity. So therefore, I can buy from right here, put my stops somewhere here, and put this here. Realistically, I wouldn't be taking this trade because it's on the high time first, but this is the bias, right? So now, watch what it does. Okay, now it just dropped. Okay, let's see the reason for this. Okay, so now you guys can see that this is the. Okay, so let's see. Where's it? Swing low to swing high. Okay. So if we look at this, for example, this is something that we didn't look at. Okay, this is in premium. See, it's close to 710. So anything after premium, after equilibrium, is technically very much suspicious. So you can see it just dropped here, right? This level right here to this level. This is a valid order block because it took out the previous candle's low. You guys can see that. If I show you guys. See this candle took out the previous candle's low. So manipulation. You see this change in state of delivery right here. And now this is a confident trade that I can take. So once we have this market structure shift, right? Maybe even confirmation. So I would expect like a pullback. Let's see if it pulls back. Okay, we have this pullback. So now we can entry off this, right? Target somewhere here. Okay. Target somewhere here. And then we can target this high. Let's see. Okay, it just takes us out. The reason for this, I'm pretty sure, is because this level, even though it seems like 0.5 is holding, it doesn't seem to be really holding, right? Yeah, so the overall bias is bullish. So we have this change in state of delivery. So it's trying to induce as much as possible. So we have this change in state of delivery, as you guys can see. And we have this change of structure. So we see this tap back. And then you see this inverse. And then you target these lows. You can see that it goes and hits, right? Just like that. So I wouldn't really be surprised at how this plays out. Okay, so let's go to like some random spot in time. Let's say over here, some random spot. So over here, as you can see, what do we see here, right? The high time frame market structure has shifted from bearish to bullish, right? So we've shifted structure, as you guys can see. This is a breaker structure. I mean change of character. And then we have this shift, right? So what do we see here, right? So we're pretty much going towards that side. We have this order block, right? We have this whole considered area, right? As the area. So you can see that we have this fluctuation of price. So I wouldn't want to trade this. So let's see what it does. Let's see what it does next. So we're still bullish. You see over here, we're still bullish. We're not bearish. Okay. So once you see even these taps, right? These taps right here, as you guys can see, tap back, we go, right? And even in this scenario, you can see that these are like taps and then it goes, right? So over here, you can see this is a level that wasn't taken out because this is very, this whole area is considered because this one is the candle that took out the lows. So this is really the order block right here. This whole demand level, okay? So again, that's a point of interest, but let's look at what's going on in the rest, right? So if I mark out the swing low to swing high, if I mark out this swing low to swing high, you guys can see that this is almost in premium, right? So over here, you can see that this candle took out the low of this candle. So therefore, this is a pretty valid candle. So if I mark my level right here, if I put my stops here, put my TP here, let's see how this plays out. Okay, so it goes and hits TP just like that, right? So the thing is, the confluence comes from if the 0.5 range, right? This equilibrium range, if it's used as a support level. Okay, so you see the sell off right here, and after that it was used as a support level. See, like this is in premium, right? So this was used as a support level from this internal range liquidity. So if this is holding, that means we're pretty much good to go to one, pretty much. See, that was the previous highs. As you guys can see, there's a lot of resistance liquidity in this area right here. Like if I mark out this range right here, right? So again, if we see one more, so obviously, like if I zoom out, you guys can see that there are much higher highs. You can see this, all this like resistance liquidity in this area, right? All this is resistance liquidity, so we gotta tackle all of these each time, each one at a time, right? So we're gonna just take this high. Okay, so you can see that this took out the high, so it's probably gonna retrace towards like a considered for our range, right? So what I'm expecting price to do is it's going to use this as the high. Okay, this is the high, so it's going to drop down towards the level at the discount level, which is below 0.5. So now if I go to 4 hour, and if I look for you see over here, right, there's no order blocks in this area, in this range, but there is an order block here. But I wouldn't really consider this because this is very, very far away, right? But I would expect price. Let's see 1 hour. Let's see the 1 hour. Let's see if there's any inter-range liquidity. Okay, so on the 1 hour, you guys can see that there is an order block here, right? So this could hold again. Okay, this could hold again. Any of these could hold again. But what I'm expecting is, again, the reason why this is invalid is because this is in premium. I'm looking for something within discount, so that means somewhere here, right? So if you guys zoom in, right, over here, I think it was on the I can't remember exactly on which time frame. I saw a considerate level. Yeah, see right here. So this is a good demand level, right? So it's in discount and it ticks out our boxes. This is all the way at 0. So let's expect price to have a change in state of delivery. Okay, so we don't have a change in state of delivery. So if we see some of this, that means price is still bullish, right? We have a change in state of delivery, not really. Okay, we don't see a change in state of delivery. So you can see that this is another demand level order block. Big why? Because it's valid. Why? Because it took out the low of the previous candle. So this candle's low was taken out from this. So if we drop here, you can see the change in state of delivery, and then it shoots towards the closest to our liquidity. Simple as that, guys. Okay, sorry guys, I gotta go because I have this insane thunderstorm right now. Again, if it doesn't hold just like this, if it doesn't hold like this, then if it doesn't hold like this, then you don't want to take it because you see the shutdown all the way down here, right?